This show is brought to you by Manscaped. Use the code AFTV for 20% off your order and free shipping at manscaped.com.
AFTV, Mo, North London is red tonight. And you got to say, can anybody deny that Arsenal deserved to win that game?
Firstly, Robbie, you're saying North London was red tonight. North London was red this morning. Nothing changed. I'm not being funny. One game against Tottenham does not change it. And forget North London, because you know what annoys me sometimes? Like, people say North London is red. Yes, that's because it was a North London derby. London is red. Simple as that. I don't care about the receipt that Chelsea got for that £1 billion they spent on the Champions League. I don't give a crap. Arsenal are the best team in London, always have been, always will be. Chelsea, just small-time club founded 10 years ago. Tottenham, nothing club with a trophy allergy. It's all about Arsenal. London is red. And
trophy allergy.
And listen, as for did we deserve it? Of course we did, man. But you know what? I don't care, actually, whether we deserved it or not. I've been fed up with Arteta talking about games we deserved to win and we didn't win. And in the last game against Olympiacos, after that game, I spoke to you and I said, all that matters is the result. Obviously, you want a good performance, but I don't care. I just want the result. This is North London derby. It's about bragging rights. It's about getting one over on them. And we did that, and we had the performance. And on top of that, we had to show a lot of character as well. So I think really it's a very, very positive day, result, performance, everything from Arsenal today. And undoubtedly, yes, we did deserve it.
What did you think at first, right? Before anything even kicked off, it was potentially brewing up that if it goes wrong, it was all going to kick off, because the news broke about Aubameyang being left out because of disciplinary reasons. Now, no one's talking about that now because we won the game. But that was a brave decision by Mikel Arteta. What did you make of it?
Yeah, well, do you know what, Robbie? I would have backed Arteta irrespective of the result, because we spoke recently about the ends justifying the means, and you have to make a decision at a right point in time. Now, it's very easy for us to sit here and say that leaving out your top goal scorer, your best player, is the wrong decision. But this is a decision of principle that Arteta's taking, and you can tell it's a very, very serious decision he's taken, because his job is on the line. Arteta's own job is on the line here, and he's weakened the team, right? So you have to think, all right, well, he's done this because there must be more to it. And the rumours are that it's down to lateness, but this isn't the first time. This is sort of like a repeated issue. Now, if that does set the wrong tone, and if other players are kind of saying, look at Guendouzi, look what's happened to him, look what happened to Ozil, Martinelli, for whatever reason, is getting in the team, and there's another player that can be late repeatedly, what is the point of rules if you can repeatedly break them and then no consequence? The only question that I would ask of Arteta is that should that have been done privately rather than publicly? But in terms of the actual decision, I'm not going to criticise Mikel Arteta irrespective of win or lose, because he might think it's having an impact on the squad or in the team, in discipline, or certain players feeling like there's favourites and that sort of thing, and he has to apply some consistency. So well done, Mikel Arteta, for having that no-nonsense approach, because that is what you need to be a serious team. I just wish he had done it privately. We don't need to know why that is.
I mean, like what some people have been saying is that so many members of the press knew what it was all about, that maybe that's why he went. But I was with you. I was thinking, did you need to even bring that up or bring it up after the game, after you've won? Because if we would have lost that game, that would have been, it wouldn't have just been the fact that we lost. It would have been turmoil in the camp and this and that. As it turned out okay in the end.
It did, yeah. But as a player, I wouldn't appreciate that, because if you do go and lose, let's say, for example, Lacazette misses that penalty, all of a sudden then Aubameyang comes under a lot of fire. It's your discipline that cost us, So what Arteta was doing there is almost like Aubameyang was a bit of a shield for him today. And when you think about it in that way, it kind of comes across a bit ruthless, and I wouldn't appreciate it from Aubameyang's position. I do think that, look, from Aubameyang's position, yes, the press might have known, and we all might be sitting there saying, what's the point of Arteta lying? Because all the press are telling us the truth anyway. But from Aubameyang's position, he would have been saying, the press are doing their job. They are going to report what they know. But my manager's job is to protect me and the other players and not leave me out to dry should things not go right. And I just call into question Arteta's man management at times. Listen, tactically, his game management and everything today, other than the last 10 minutes, which you could probably say was more about the players than him, was perfect. But his man management all season, I've kind of thought to myself, this is an area you need to improve on. And today I just kind of think that, yeah, could have, you know, it's risky doing that. You can cause ripples in the team. Thankfully, we got the result. And hopefully Aubameyang won't take this to heart. Hopefully he won't kind of think, you left me.
Well, hopefully he'll turn up. Hopefully he'll turn up on time now. Hopefully, you know, because, you know, if you're the captain, I mean, as well, you know, throwing it the other way as well, you know, and I love Aubameyang, but if you're the captain, you can't be turning up late. You should be the first one there.
Yeah, and that's what I wanted to come to, because a lot of the talk will be about the decision, right? About, you know, why has Arteta done it? But just how on the pitch, for example, when a defender makes a rash challenge and the referee gives a decision, we'll point to the defender and say to the defender, don't give him a decision to make. And today we have to point to Aubameyang. Do not give Arteta a difficult decision to make. Be professional. Get there on time. You're not special, okay? You are not special. Just because you're the captain or whatever, in fact, that increases your responsibility. Get there on time. You've got a quick enough car. Flipping get there on time. It really does wind me up, because Arteta's going to take a lot of stick from a lot of quarters now. And Aubameyang, because he wasn't involved today or whatever, he kind of sits there and gets away with it. But actually, it's not good enough. And this is, you know, a captain has got to lead by example. And yes, Aubameyang does that on the pitch much, much more often than not. You've also got to do it off the pitch. So, yeah, I am a bit frustrated about that, to be honest with you. But listen, hopefully now it's just done and dealt with, and Aubameyang's learnt his lesson from that.
And massive win. Some good performances out there. Who stood out for you?
Emile Smith-Rowe today was just flipping incredible. Absolutely fantastic. He really was. You know, there's certain players where you can, like, look at Lucas Moura, for example. He did quite well last 10, 15 minutes. And you can see exactly why he does well, because he's got very obvious pace, very obvious trickery. And then there's ways to employ sort of defending styles to combat that. With Emile Smith-Rowe, I look at him and I'm like, I just feel like, well, what is it about you actually that makes you so difficult to play against and gets you? He's not got blistering pace. And he's just such an intelligent footballer. He just knows when to stop and go. His body language, his one-touch football, his intelligence, his reading of the game. I absolutely love watching the kid play. And today,
he's superb. Yeah, imagine if he had come in on loan. I mean, Odegaard I thought was brilliant as well. But imagine if we saw him playing for some team in Spain. You'd be looking at it and saying, "That's a guy. We want a player like that." You know what I mean? Yeah. That's like, that'd be a big fee. I mean, it's another great product from out of the academy, and he is looking every time he plays. And the thing is about him, he knows what the North London derby is all about.
Exactly, yeah. But you know what? He's a very calm demeanour about him as well. I like that. He doesn't seem to let games stress him out too much or get too emotionally involved. Like you look at Lamela today. Emile Smith-Rowe seems like a real cool character. And listen, I've been banging this Smith-Rowe drum for a long time. And honestly, I would say, even today, after such a good performance, we still haven't seen anywhere near the best of him. I truly believe that. There's so much more to come from him. And when you look at how many games he's played in the Premier League, he's still very, very new to all of this and at this level. And there's so much more to come. And yes, Odegaard did brilliantly as well. But I just kind of worry that, you know, if we don't sign Odegaard, is all of this like sacrificing Emile Smith-Rowe in that number 10 position and shifting him out wide where he's still doing really well? Is it going to be a bit sort of frustrating because, well, actually we're developing Odegaard for no reason and prioritising him for no reason? Other than Smith-Rowe, Odegaard did brilliantly. I thought Gabriel did brilliantly as well. Real crucial block at the end. And two players actually that I give a lot of stick to because of their individual errors, Xhaka and David Luiz. I thought they did really, really well today. So a lot of credit to them. And also Cedric came in, and I thought Bellerin did really well against Olympiacos, but Cedric's coming today, and he really increased his reputation. I thought he did really, really well, and it's not an easy opposition to play against, and I thought he did brilliantly as well.
Well, listen, Mo, great win. Let's hope we can get the job finished on Thursday.
I think we will. I think Arsenal are playing good enough football right now. And this was a big, big week for Mikel Arteta. If we lost to Tottenham and got booted out of Europe, that for me would have spelt the end of his career at Arsenal. The fact of the matter is he's come through it, and he's come through it in style as well. So listen, Aubameyang, be late. Don't be late in future, please. And listen, Arsenal, hopefully we go on and finish the season with a bang. Good signs.